Now, Popeyes, why are they finding deep fried condoms inside of y'all fried chicken?
Bayside Miami, listen up because we need to find this guy. Hard Rock Cafe, waitress there says that a group of 6 comes in and sits down in a section that she's not waiting on, but someone else is.
Meg!
Yeah? How you going? What's up?
You've got a pet lamb!
A, children are not pets. B, I am a mother.
We have some crazy things happening in the world right now. A Texas woman was arrested for being disguised as a man to enter an all-male barbecue eating competition, and she won first place. This was an insane...
All right, so I finally got some good news for a change. On Saturday, July 25th of 2026, at around 3:32 p.m. local time at Seabright State Beach in Santa Cruz, California, a 16-year-old California State Parks lifeguard rescued a roughly 10-year-old boy who had been knocked down by a wave and swept out about 15 yards offshore due to a powerful shore break.
Hey you guys, welcome back. I have a much shorter video for you guys today than like the last few ones because I'm trying to work out some kinks and still want to get something out for you, but I've got issues I'm working out behind the scenes. So I do hope you enjoy it. It is for entertainment purposes only. Trigger warning maybe. I guess we'll find out. And yeah, drop a comment below. Comment below helps the channel grow, and I will meet you there after the video. And yeah, entertainment purposes only. Hope you guys enjoy it. Let me know and we're gonna get right into it.
Now, Popeyes, why are they finding deep fried condoms inside of y'all fried chicken? There's nothing you can explain to me of why somebody is in the back teabagging my chicken and putting his sausage residue inside of the cake batter. Now, Popeyes, this is strike 2 because I ain't forget when Lil Bro pulled his motherfucking pants down and farted on a whole batch of chicken.
Hey man, fuck my job. I'm finna fart on the chicken, man. Boy, I ain't gonna get no fuck.
Like, first you got this nigga spreading his ass loaves open and releasing his booty hole on the chicken, and now you have deep fried condoms? What is going on? And now, to keep it a whole buck with you, if it had been me to find this condom inside of my chicken after I acquired the generational wealth for me suing the fuck out of y'all, it would have been 100 days, 100 nights. I'm putting button all through that bitch. And I don't even condone the violence, but I definitely would have pleaded insanity. Now, y'all let me know in the comments, what would y'all have done if y'all found out that somebody had a used condom in y'all chicken? Like and follow for more wisdom and stay tuned.
Yeah, the original video has the guy, he's eating it still in the restaurant and finds it. Like, it's really, that's so disturbing. I'm, like he said, generational wealth after the lawsuit. That is so gross. I can't on this one. You guys leave your comments. That is gag worthy. Like, that's so gross.
Bayside Miami, listen up because we need to find this guy. Hard Rock Cafe, waitress there says that a group of 6 comes in and sits down in a section that she's not waiting on, but someone else is. This guy's with them. At one point, she's at a POS machine. This guy comes over and is at the service bar area. So she turns to tell him, like, hey, sir, you can't stand there, please. And when she does, she notices that he's just eating the fruit garnishes from the bar. So she's like, sorry, those are garnishes. You don't eat those. He gets super mad, turns to her and says, what do you want me to do, bitch? Spit them out? She goes, no, you just take what you have, but could you please move from here? She said. He's super pissed off, storms off. The waitress who is working his table says he spends the rest of the time just glaring at her and punching his leg repeatedly before demanding to see a manager. The manager speaks to him, then comes to the waitress and says, listen, just pretend like I'm reprimanding you because this guy's a nut job. You've done nothing wrong. I've got your back. But this guy said he's a veteran with PTSD and no woman will speak to him the way that you did. So just avoid him and we're going to get him out of here and on his way. She doesn't think anything more of it. About 30 minutes later, she's walking back inside to get something for one of her customers. So if you look in the doorway here, you will see her coming in. And in the black shirt right here, this is him, all right? That's our waitress. This is the guy, and see how hard she hit that thing? Hang on, I'll play a closer shot of it. Here we go. She's walking, oblivious, and brutally slams her to the ground. She hit her head very hard. She gets up and she said nobody did anything. So she didn't have her phone on her. She grabbed one of the hostess phone and went out to try and get images of the guy because he was leaving. Another hostess goes to follow her as a witness. As she goes to confront him and she's trying to get the phone to work because it's not her phone, She says he hits her again, and she honestly doesn't know if he pushed her or punched her. But not only did he send her to the ground, but he did that to her tooth. So I'm guessing he punched her, especially since everything kind of went black and she lost probably consciousness for a moment. She gets back up. She gets a couple images of him. She said he rears back his fist like he's going to hit her again, and that's when she left and went back. Goes back to that party of 6 that's still there, tells them not to leave because she's calling the police. Police come, but she's disoriented because she has a concussion, by the way, a huge knot on the back of her head, her tooth busted out. So she's having trouble like formulating thought. Comes back out, and she sees that the people have left, and she says to the cop, where are the people? And he goes, oh, I went over and talked to them, but they don't want to tell me who he is. She said, the one is his wife. He goes, yeah, I asked her, and she said, I don't want to tell you who he is, so I let them go. What the fuck, Bayside? Seriously? Now, there are multiple witnesses, and the police are getting the footage from Bayside to show the second assault. But fuck waiting on that. We're going to find him now. So Miami and abroad, take a real good look at this guy, and somebody tell me who he is.
Tell him.
Bayside Miami, listen up.
Stop.
It's a tiny little
It
baby.
is so cute.
I wonder if the mom is inside.
Oh. MG. Hi, baby. Oh my goodness, are you stuck?
Where's the mom?
Oh, don't jump.
Is mom in the car?
There's people in that car.
Are you serious? Are you serious?
There's people in that
No, that's a bear.
in the car.
That's a bear in the fucking car.
Yes, it is.
Oh my fuck!
Oh, he's trying to get to mom.
How the fuck?
What's his mom?
How the fuck did it get in there? Do we call 911?
It's never gonna be able to get out in that baby's.
It's gonna be hot in
Yeah.
here.
How
Open
did
the
it
back.
get in there?
We need to just open the door.
Are you freaking
Call
kidding
somebody.
me?
Tell these people to move. These people need to move. Oh
Wow.
yeah.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Look.
I wonder how much damage there is inside.
Look at the baby.
And I said, well, I seen a monster in the woods. And he said, a monster? I said, yes, sir, I seen a monster in the woods. I've never seen anything like this before. He said, what did it look like? And I told him, and my shock to me, me and my grandfather were super close. And he goes, you seen a woodburger? I said, a woodburger? What is a woodburger? You never told me about a woodburger. I've been on this farm, practically grew up here with you, and was always here in the summer to help you with tobacco and crops and everything, and I've never heard of a woodburger. And he said, I didn't want to tell you because if I did, you wouldn't hunt, you wouldn't spend the night in the barn, you wouldn't do the things that you've done and you're still doing. And he said, they've been around here all my life, and he goes, I've seen 4 in my lifetime, up close. I'll be out in the field working, I'll look up and want to be standing next to the fence just watching me work. And he said, you know, all those noises you heard at night when we were sitting on the porch at night, you know, you would ask me what that crazy sound was, and I would tell you, oh, it's just no catamite. And I said, what is a catamite? He goes, nothing you'd understand. And he said, that catamite was the woodburger screaming in the woods. And I said, okay, and I wish you'd have told me about these things. He goes, well, I should have thought that'd be a good place for one, because nobody ever goes in there where you're at, but I didn't think, they don't hurt you, they're just real territorial. He said, in the wintertime, they come to the hen house here, and they'll take 4 or 5 chickens at a time, not all of them. And my granddad had a huge hen house with a lot of chickens. He sold eggs and raised chickens, and they'll take 4 or 5 chickens, and they leave a little pile of rocks and sticks like they're paying for it. And he said, you know, every once in a while I'll be going down to the field with the cows, and they'll yell at me. And they know me, and they've seen me for years, and nothing to worry about, boy. Just don't go down in their area.
So Catamount is a woodburger. Is a woodburger a Bigfoot? Like, why would you not just say Bigfoot? There's got to be somebody here who lives somewhere out there in the South who maybe knows what he's talking about. Let me know. Drop it in the comments. I'm thinking Catamount, woodburger, both equal a Bigfoot. I'm guessing.
Man, god dang, man.
Another McDonald's.
Good morning, sir.
How you doing?
The reason I stopped back there, you ran that stop sign. Any reason for that?
I ran a stop sign.
Yes, sir, back there on 8th Street.
Man, my mind's so clouded up right now, bro. I can't see nothing, bro.
You got your license and ID on you?
My license?
Yes, sir.
I I don't got my license. I ain't got nothing but my cash out card right now.
You got anything with your name on it?
I can give you my social security number.
Okay, that'll be fine.
All right, it's 42. Man, I was just going through a lot right now, officer.
What you going through?
Man, I gave that woman 16 years of my life, man. She had a baby on me with my granddad.
Sir, excuse me, what?
I said I gave that woman 16 years of my life. She gonna have a baby on me with my granddad.
It's your granddad?
With my granddaddy, man. Out of all the people in the world, she gonna have a baby on me with my granddaddy, man.
Okay.
That's why I'm so stressed out right now, man.
All right, hang tight for me. I'm gonna go run you in, okay?
Yeah.
All right. Hey man, listen.
She had a baby with my granddaddy, man. Then they gonna have twins, bro.
They gonna have twins.
Yeah, they got a twin. That's why I was so frustrated, and I probably didn't see nothing because she just called me on the phone telling me I'm gonna keep one and he gonna keep the other one.
Hey, sir, listen here, man. I don't know if you playing with me or not, but I'm gonna let you go on this one, okay? Because I can't give you a ticket if you going through this, all right? But just make sure you
16 years, man. 16 years, man. I'm talking 16 years of my life, bro. That's why I really was just gonna come to the police station, man, because I feeling all type of evil thoughts right now, man, and I need help, for real, man. I'm just trying to get home, man.
Okay? Are you close to home, sir?
Yeah, I'm almost at home, man. I just had to go stop by my granddad's house and just grab some stuff.
Man, listen, I know you're going through a lot, but you're gonna have to maintain, all right? And make sure we stop at these stop signs. We good with that?
I appreciate you so much right now, man. You just don't understand, bro. We need more officers like you, though.
Man, listen, you just take care of you, all right?
All right, man.
Open it. Open it. Come up there.
Fuck that shit. Give me the screwdriver. You close it back up.
I thought it was the water heater area.
Come up there.
Fuck that shit. Give me the screwdriver. You close it back up.
Now, the way this story goes, this guy was out hunting and he ended up finding this abandoned wolf pup. But I mean, really look closely, and does it look like a wolf pup to you? Because to me, the way the body looks and the face looks, it does look like a young dog man. And definitely check out those fingers and those claws. Now, as far as information on the story, on where this wolf pup was found, it's not clear and the location is unknown. And I'm sure the big question everybody has, is it real? Now, I'm not gonna say it's real or it's not real. I'm gonna leave that opinion to whoever sees this video. Because in basically all Dogman videos, you always see him grown, but very seldomly as a child. Now, the way this...
I really want it to be real because it's so freaking, it's kind of cute. It's like ugly cute. But like, what if it is real? And then you're raising it and maybe it's like the dog man that doesn't eat you. Like, I look how jacked up that thing's arms are though. Like, probably not real, but what if it's always like, look, it's ugly cute. Like, I just want to hold it.
The ocean, it's a day like any other day. A severed fish head is bobbing about, that's quite normal. A clumsy crab creeps around, it is looking to dine on the severed head, or the random guts stuffed into that little black bag. In it comes, yummy, 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 gimme gizzards in my tummy. It sings as it rips and shreds. Nom 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 nom. So tasty, so tasty. It's lucky having the whole meal to itself. Or does it? Have a squiz in the background. There's a slippery, slimy, smarmy, fair fucking dinkum octopus moseying its way to the dinner table. Oh yeah, fucking four. Those wankers are fast. They are lightning fast, cheeky bastards. Oh, ouch. Oh, hey, look, a bag of guts. Fantastic.
Guys, we can share. We can share.
You get away.
There's enough for all of us.
Sorry, good day. Have you seen any fish heads around here? Oh, so down here. Fuck yeah. Welcome to the ocean.
Actually, looks like Skittles.
Can we go through some of the things my followers send me, please? Yeah, hi. I'm calling about the couch you guys have for sale. Does it come with Walter, or is he sold separately? Guys, did you know it was Diarrhea Awareness Month? It starts Monday. And no, I saw the sign out front, runs till Friday. Where should we go to eat to celebrate? I mean, we have a couple options. We could go to My Dung. We could hit the Golden Stool. I mean, call me crazy. We could go to the Chocolate Log. You know, the last girl I was talking to left me for a chocolate log. I don't think she's coming back. Thanks a lot, Sophia. I'm an idiot. Let's see. They got gyros, chicken, and Phyllis. I'll take a Phyllis with cheese, please. Did you guys hear Diddy started a new restaurant? P. Diddy? He can do that from jail? I thought he was locked up. Well, I don't know. It's got his name written all over it. Doc, what do? He's gonna lose his finger if we don't act fast. All right, hear me out. We'll just use a piece of his kneecap for a knuckle. Hi, yeah, is this customer service? Oh, finally. So, yeah, you guys sent me a light brown. I ordered a Gary. Just give me 2 scoops of the mixed underpants, please. Again with this one. Tables are for eating customers only? All right, in that case, I'll take an order of chewy balls. Merry Cheesemas, everybody. And since you stuck around for the end of the video, you're getting a free, fresh Christmas wreath. Hang it up on the front door.
Area 51 caught fire like a day after I posted that video about sirens at Area 51. And I'm not saying it's related. I'm not saying the mermaids broke out and are starting fires at Area 51. Like, that's a red herring. But I wasn't going to post again about mermaids until I got this message. It's from this guy who said his dad worked as a commercial deep sea fisherman near the Mariana Trench, which is so weird because I've also been exploring that and how they're mining down there. Like, I just got done making a YouTube video about that, but I digress. It lines up exactly with what the other guy said, supposedly who was in the military, who talked about mermaids being at Area 51. You know, when things line up in life so specifically that like you can't ignore it, like that's what's happening here, and that's why I'm making this follow-up video. So this guy said his dad was on commercial fishing vessels near the Challenger Deep, which is like the deepest part of the Mariana Trench. His dad told him that one night in the 1990s, his trawler caught something really, really heavy. It was like covered in barnacles and it was covered in metal plating. They thought maybe it was like something related to a shipwreck. So they pull it up and he said something from the water screamed when they pull it up, but it wasn't like a human or an animal scream. It wasn't like a whale. It was nothing like he had ever heard before. He described it as just like a very large black metal box. They pull it up and before they can do anything, black helicopters show up and they confiscate this thing. Because the crew was just told it was classified acoustics, whatever that means, and they thought that was that. But over the next couple nights, they kept hearing this low scream coming from the water around the ship. This trip ends or whatever, they go inland. He doesn't think about it again for years until one day he's driving through Nevada near Groom Lake near Area 51 and he hears the same low scream coming from this desert. What his dad believed was that they were using sonar to communicate, and that low scream he heard that was not whale, that was not animal or human, was this form of sonar. He believed that whatever they caught that was confiscated by these black helicopters that were U.S. governed were being kept at Area 51. That's where they're keeping them. That's where they're studying them, whatever them are. That's all he told me. I don't know where the rest of this theory comes from. Maybe his dad was just a conspiracy theorist, but I'm thinking he had to know something, right? Something to make him think this. And I started digging into if there's anything that can explain what these people are describing, and I found out there actually is. First of all, in 1997, the NOAA, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, recorded this sound that was louder than a blue whale, which is the largest animal on Earth, coming from depths close to the Mariana Trench. They still have no idea what caused it. Some scientists say that they think it could be caused from ice shifting, but other people say when they heard it, it sounded like something living, something huge. And then there's naval acoustic warfare. That's a very real thing. There are classified underwater programs that use sound to detect and disable military targets. So when the guy's fisherman dad said that it was classified acoustics, that actually tracks. Honestly, sirens themselves, not the Disney version, like the folklore version, the ones that we call mythology. In early folklore, they weren't beautiful. They were deformed and monstrous. They didn't seduce sailors. They bewitched them and called them to the depths. And we call that folklore. What if the government realized that it wasn't something to do with like folklore and it was something to do with geography or location? They're building bases down there and they say it's for science or for mining, but like what if it's something else? I don't know what's really happening, but I know that when retired military and retired fishermen and ancient myths all start lining up, something is probably going on. I'll share more if I find more, but honestly, this is starting to feel like it's getting too deep, so this might be the last one like this. Area 51 caught fire like a day after I posted that video about
I was so there for that story time. I really liked that one. It's just like, could there be? Could they have them at Area 51? What do you guys think? Like, I always got to ask you what your thoughts, theories are, or what have you heard, or what do you know? Drop it in the comments. I was there for that one. I really liked it. It never occurred to me that maybe these things are being caught and transferred and taken somewhere. Like, why wouldn't they be, though? And then we just come out with disclosure of aliens. So, I mean, where does that line stop at? What's really out there? But let me know your thoughts. We see those all the time, and there'll be like, we'll be going this way, and then stop and go another way, and then another one will come, and then another. Ooh, see, another one, another one, another one. I love laying outside. Ooh, laying outside with my laser pointer because there's always so many. Very cool. Very cool. That's an active sky.
Aww. This don't make no sense. Did he open her trunk or was she out here?
Open her trunk.
This shit wasn't playing no games this time. Y'all.
Oh, this shit full roof and wall.
Ain't nobody hurt?
Shit. This don't make. Aww.
That was so scary.
This Kandahar giant story is very crazy because the people that I've talked to that have deployed in Afghanistan, they don't dismiss it. They say, we've heard some weird about that place.
I've heard a lot of things about giants in Afghanistan. When I talk to people who know things, they're very, very nervous when we get to this topic. And some of them will just flat out will not talk about giants in general, but specifically giants in Afghanistan. And some of these guys are high-level guys that worked at the Pentagon, and they'll talk rather freely with me about UFOs. But as soon as we broach this topic, it's like they literally will warn me, be careful with this topic.
What?
Yeah.
What do you make of that?
I think that the topic of giants is intermeshed with the occult. That's my personal theory.
This
$154, that's our known suspect. It's going to be Matthew Pancake.
There's about 20 exotic birds, a couple bunnies, and a couple dogs running around the parking lot right now.
Okay. Come on. Come on.
We're going to start trying to catch all these exotic birds.
I'm not a bird guy. I have no idea what to do. I don't know if you're going to bite or what. Exactly. Fucker bit me hard. Sure did.
Mr. Pancake, you're under arrest.
Don't move.
Get on your belly. Get on your fucking belly.
What the hell am I under arrest for? Seriously.
Breaking and entering. Theft. Where are the gerbils?
Where are the gerbils?
Oh, God, there is a gerbil.
Oh, there's gerbils.
There's multiple gerbils in his pants.
We're just advising that our suspect has multiple gerbils in his hands.
Do you have any more gerbils on you?
What the hell am I under arrest for?
Breaking and entering.
We've told you multiple times. You have blood all over you, and you have merchandise
And
that
glass.
you stole.
And gerbils.
And gerbils that you stole.
Do you want me to hang on to these as evidence, or photograph them and return them to the store? Let's check. Make sure when we stand him up, we check him real careful for more gerbils in his pants. Oh, this is the greatest run ever.
This is awesome.
154, that's our known suspect. It's going to be...
We have some crazy things happening in the world right now. A Texas woman was arrested for being disguised as a man to enter an all-male barbecue eating competition, and she won first place. This was an insane pinch point during a cycling race recently where everyone had to funnel into one spot, and I'm surprised no one got hurt. The Russia and Ukraine war has officially lasted longer than World War I did. AI-controlled drones are being tested to search for targets on their own. A judge canceled an entire trial because both of the lawyers used AI. A school shooting survivor is suing an AI weapon detection firm because their system failed to spot the weapon that was brought into the school. Two armed robbers stole money from a child's lemonade stand in South Boston. Visa has integrated its payment network with ChatGPT. A farmer donated his land to the city for a public park, and the city went and sold it to a data center developer for $10 million. million. This man is a farmer who actually turned down $15 million to build a data center on his land. Fortunately, he had the choice and sold it for $2 million to a farmland trust so that it's protected as agricultural land forever. A tiny robot entered a showroom in China and asked if the others ever got off work. It then convinced 12 larger robots to leave with it. Olivia Rodrigo in an interview said that some of her fans often wear diapers to keep their front row spots at concerts, and she can smell them while performing. This is a T-Rex that was just casually driving through Minneapolis. A flight from Los Angeles to China was forced to turn around after the pilot realized that he forgot his passport. A giant World Cup ball broke free into the streets and turned traffic into a real-life Rocket League game. Japan is planning to build a solar ring around the moon that will supposedly supply energy to Earth forever. They want to start building this 10,000 kilometer ring by 2035. This photographer got disqualified from an AI image contest after winning with a real photo of a flamingo, and he didn't reveal this until after he won 3rd place. Drivers are now using $10 tiny doll heads to fool Tesla's self-driving safeguards. A new huge report came out that says less than 25% of Americans walk for more than 10 minutes continuously in any typical week. It's becoming common in China now to see robot beggars on the street.
Stop.
Who's putting these here? The world's leading deepfake expert says he no longer trusts his own eyes. He said, quote, "I feel like I'm going blind." We have some crazy things happening in the world right now. A Texas woman was arrested.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie, I love my food, and why is it an all man's barbecue? I might have done the same thing. I enjoyed. I was gonna say I enjoyed that one. There was a lot. Which one of those was your favorite, and which one is like absolutely crazy to you?
All right, so I finally got some good news for a change. On Saturday, July 25th of 2026 at around 3:32 p.m. local time at Seabright State Beach in Santa Cruz, California, a 16-year-old California State Parks lifeguard rescued a roughly 10-year-old boy who had been knocked down by a wave and swept out about 15 yards offshore due to a powerful shore break. There's some really large swells with reports saying they were roughly 8 to 10 feet high that were generated by a distant hurricane and tropical system that created sudden intense conditions that caught beachgoers off guard. So the boy was like pummeled in the whitewater and pulled by rip currents. A witness who was there named Scott Vanderdussen, who runs the Instagram account Santa Cruz Now, filmed the whole incident and posted it on Instagram on his social media. And he also alerted the lifeguards that were in the local area after spotting that the child's head was in the foam. So a first-year rookie teenage lifeguard whose identity is generally withheld because of the fact that he's a minor still, ran into the surf, secured the boy, and held on tightly while repeatedly ducking under crashing waves and being dragged himself. Fortunately for him, there's a second lifeguard on duty at the time who joined in with the 16-year-old lifeguard, and they pulled the exhausted boy to safety. Fortunately, the boy was unharmed. He was evaluated by paramedics and first responders, which cleared him, and then he was reunited with his parents. And according to reports, the young lifeguard was also fine and was able to return back to work for a shift the following day. Now, since all this happened, President Trump posted Scott Vanderdussen's video on his True Social account, and then his son Eric Trump said, "Give this 16-year-old lifeguard the highest civilian honor. This is truly the best of America. Well done." And then President Trump posted after that saying, quote, "We're going to bring this heroic young man and his family into the White House with perhaps the boy he saved to give him a high civilian honor. Very brave. He deserves it." So it sounds like he's going to be publicly recognized for his heroic deeds.
What an amazing story. I'm always like, yeah, we need more positivity. But whole 16, he's such a baby and went in to go save a baby. Like, I love that. I really, really like that story. Totally heroic. And I do absolutely think he deserves to be recognized. Some people don't care, but I'm like, let's put him out there. Like, that could not have been anything but a terrifying situation, trained for it or not. And just, wow. Absolutely love that story. I'm trying to see on their phones if it's actually catching that, because I don't know.
These people are hanging out in their barn. It's late at night. They're having, a few drinks when something starts knocking on the barn door. And when they open it, there is something absolutely terrifying on the other side. And they believe that it's a vampire. Now, obviously, they got the fuck out of there. The area where this thing was is like a half door where you can see into another part of the barn. So they left, got in their cars, didn't come back. Now, when you pause and look at this thing, I don't know what it is, but it is not human. Because look at the way its arms are shaped. Look at the color of its skin. I don't even know what to say. The thing is terrifying. These people were actually scared to release this video because they were scared that the government or something would come for them for some reason. So their faces and everything are blurred in this. But I don't think this is a vampire. I think this might be like some sort of zombie or something. What do you guys think? Let me know.
I don't know. That's creepy. I don't know, you guys. I'm just real or fake, and we'll move on. Let me know what you think.
Why do so many people go missing in our national parks? There's a theory about these places called containment theory, and it claims that America's national parks weren't created only to protect the wilderness from us, but they may have also been created to contain something that lurks inside. Between 2018 and 2023, almost 1,200 people have been reported missing from national parks. Most of these people were eventually found, but a number of them never came home. Think about what lies within many of these parks: isolated mountain ranges, enormous cave systems, dense forests, volcanic regions, and millions of acres where someone could disappear without a trace under normal circumstances, but there are many cases out there where it makes no sense how somebody disappeared. And a lot of these cases have similar hallmarks, like turning a bend on a trail and just vanishing. Massive search efforts will happen and either nothing is found, or it's just an article of clothing or shoes being found way too far away from where that person went missing, or their shirt is neatly folded on a log, or something of theirs was found up on a mountainside that would be almost impossible to get to. And sometimes when remains are found, they show up in an area that was already searched several times. Now, the idea, according to this theory, is that national parks might double as containment zones, but containing what? The theory connects these places to unexplained disappearances, strange lights, UFO sightings, cryptid encounters, and other high strangeness activity that the government might even know what's going on secretly about this. Some even think that there could be an agreement with whoever or whatever occupies these regions. Something like, we won't push our civilization into your territory, but anyone who enters there becomes an acceptable risk to go missing. Think about people like Teddy Roosevelt. He was once a president in the early 1900s, a conservationist, avid outdoorsman who protected enormous areas of wilderness and helped pave the way for the national modern park system. He even has an account of a creature that sounds a lot like a Bigfoot. So did he know something that we don't, and that's why he pushed for certain areas of our country to be contained and preserved? And there's the idea that some of these regions may be something called a window area, or portals, vortexes, locations where paranormal and high strangeness activity occurs more frequently. We even have NASA confirming that portals exist out in space, so why couldn't they exist here on Earth? And maybe the geology itself is responsible. Many mountain ranges in these parks contain quartz-rich rock, and did you know that quartz under intense pressure, like a mountain pressing down on it, can produce an electrical charge through something called the piezoelectric effect? Some think this phenomena could generate unusual electromagnetic activity, causing things like disorientation, strange lights, possibly even opening gateways or portals into some other place. Now, this and the missing 411 phenomenon is a whole rabbit hole to dig down into. So, are these containment zones real? What do you think's going on here? Why?
Ooh, I think they're him, they're like whoever is like agrees with this containment theory. I'm leaning that way. I also think that. Let me know what your thoughts are.
I was wondering when we were going to get some Ebola news, because I was like, man, that explosive diarrhea is getting pretty lonesome right now. So as of recently, they say they are losing grip on the Ebola outbreak because it's the fastest growing in history as rapidly rising death toll hits 1,400 and health workers strike. Now, it doesn't surprise me that they put their numerology around like they always do. Like, if you see right there, it says it was posted and published at 11:45, 11, and then you got your 4-5, which is your 9, so you got your 9/11. Now, as always, you can see that they got to add their numerology in here because it says up there published at 11:45. You have your 11, and then you have your 4 plus 5 is your 9. You have your 9/11. And then if you look down here, notice they say from this specific strain, 220 people have died. Wow, there's your master number again, 22. Now, it's only a matter of time before we have another quote-unquote plandemic, but the question is this: is it going to be a virus, or is it going to be something else, if you know what I'm talking about? Let me know what you guys think in the comments.
Have you seen the horrifying footage of the beaches in San Diego? Now, people were obviously shocked by this side of San Diego, but this story is much more disgusting than you think. This is not a freak event. This is reality for people who live here, who can't even touch this water without getting sick.
I'm a surfer, and I haven't been able to surf Imperial Beach since September 2021. There's traces of feces in the water.
Everything that goes through one's body and comes out the back end.
Raw human waste.
Poop?
It's the worst stuff you can possibly imagine.
This is all coming from Mexico.
It's a Mexican infrastructure sewage problem.
Well, this is the river that I call Caca River. Pure, raw sewage. Sometimes the smell is so terrible that your stomach churns.
Mixed probably with chemicals and toxic waste. It's as bad as it gets.
And it comes from here and goes directly to the Pacific Ocean.
And the part that makes absolutely no sense, this isn't some third world country. This is happening in San Diego, an affluent county that has a GDP of $266 billion. And here's the solution they've come up with for this problem.
The San Diego County Air Pollution Control District is distributing 200 air purifiers to South Bay residents today.
It does help out for the kids, you know. I have kids at home, so, you know, at least so we can have the air clean.
I'm just getting it to get it. It's not gonna, but I have 1,800 square foot home, and where am I gonna put it?
County Supervisor and former Imperial Beach Mayor Paloma Aguirre expects federal money to improve the International Wastewater Treatment Plant and says the air purifiers will help residents in the meantime.
Have you seen the horrifying footage of the beaches in...
That is absolutely awful. Like, and how far is that going to travel through the ocean? Like, oh, I feel so bad for them. And I also just like, what are they going to do? How long will that take to get a handle on it? Like, does anybody here live there? Like, oh man.
Sicko. No, I'm being serious. I can't do this right now. There's no playing. No. Sicko. You stay. Stop. No. Knock out of it.
The dog wants it so
I'm
bad.
trying to shoot dove, freaking dove, and this is fawn. This yearling. That thing is dumb, too. Holy crap.
Family.
That's all right. You met your new friend. Maybe we'll come back and she'll be back here someday.
Hey, bro, shoot the moose. He's gonna get me. Don't let go, Jake. He's on your ass. This is all or nothing. Tell my wife I love her. Hey, bro, shoot the moose. He's gonna get me. Don't let go, Jake. He's on your ass. This is all or nothing. Tell my wife I love her. Hey, bro, shoot the moose. He's gonna...
The scream at the end was so good.
Meg! Yeah? How you going? What's up?
You've got a pet lamb!
A, children are not pets. B, I am a mother.
You gonna be nice about this? Or are you just being
Hey?
like the best nanny ever?
I'm good.
I'm genuinely gonna be
What do you want?
cautious because
I thought you were going to insult me.
animals have amazing maternal instincts, and I don't know Meg very well. She might lose her shit at me for coming close to this baby she's protecting.
Correct.
What a good cow you are!
Okay, thanks.
You are!
Yeah?
Am I allowed to come close, or are you going to get cross at me?
I'll get cross.
You are being such a good friend.
I'm a mother.
To that sheep.
Mother, not a friend. Rebecca is not a pet, are you? I'm your mother. So just back off.
What a sweet girl you are.
Thank you again.
Okay.
Okay, do you want...
Okay, that's okay.
I'm just going to turn around in case I need to kick you.
Oh.
You want me to kick you?
Oh, Megs.
What do you think, Rebecca?
Oh, do you just want to be a mummy?
You want her to pat you or not?
Oh, sweetheart, but that's a lamb.
You want space?
You can't have that, baby.
I'll give you space, Rebecca, okay?
You're sweet cow.
Live and learn, though.
Oh my gosh, look at this big, beautiful baby. Hello.
Hello.
Oh, hello, you little sweetie. Look at you.
Yeah.
What a stunning lamb. Hello, my darling.
Me? Nah, love me.
Hello. Oh, look.
Love me.
It's okay, Megs.
Thanks.
Oh.
And that's the story of personally why I don't trust humans.
We cannot be stealing lambs.
What? Stop it. Stop making that noise. Let's turn our backs. Becky, let's go. Come on. Okay, Mum.
This is just...
Drink.
Nothing there for you, mate.
Feed me, Mummy. Just back off. I'll find a way to feed Rebecca.
Can't keep that baby.
I can bottle feed, okay? Leave me alone.
You are a cow.
Bottle.
It is a sheep.
Leave us
I
alone.
like
The bottle.
On the way.
Give me the bottle.
Oh my god.
Thanks.
Properly coming up.
Just quietly, thanks.
Bexy!
Hi.
My baby, come home!
Quiet, the cow will find us.
At first it was fun.
Shit, she's fucking coming again.
But then she got like ultra obsessed.
Okay, will the mum find her?
Yeah, come on.
Now we just
Oh, my real
watch
mummy!
a bit, make sure that
Real mummy!
Mum and Bub get reunited. What a good mama.
She was force feeding me. And she only had saggy cow teats.
Meg!
Yeah? How you going? What's up?
You've got a pet lamb!
Hey?
Alright, you guys, I am going to end it there. I hope you liked it. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, let me know. Leave a comment below. If you liked the video, please at least leave a like. Subscribe if you want, and you're going to keep continuing to watch. Then yeah, we'd love to have you here. I always say I really don't want people here that, you know, I want people here who really enjoy it. And I always say give it a few videos first, because I'm definitely not for everybody, and I'm okay with that. But yeah, let me know what you guys thought. I will meet you in the comments. Do not forget to question everything, and until next time, stay safe.